Welcome to the Listening Window, your space to practice English through immersive, suspenseful stories. Today's story is titled The Lighthouse on Drowning Cliff, a chilling tale about a woman who takes a job as a caretaker at a remote lighthouse, only to discover that the past there never really sleeps. Listen closely, repeat after each sentence, and get ready for an unforgettable ride. To boost your learning, you can download the full script, vocabulary list, a quiz, the answer key, and a bonus writing/speaking prompt by clicking the link in the description below. Let's begin. When I took the job, I thought I was running away from something. A breakup, a burnout, the usual. The ad said, live-in caretaker needed for historic lighthouse. Must be okay with isolation. Room and board provided. It sounded perfect. A chance to disappear. A chance to think. A chance to be alone. The lighthouse was called Drowning Cliff. Locals said the name came from old shipwrecks, but the moment I arrived, I had the strange feeling that it meant something more personal. A narrow road wound through fog-choked woods before dropping off into a gravel path that hugged the edge of a cliff. And there, rising from the rocks like a ghost, stood the lighthouse. Whitewashed, weather-beaten, and far taller than I imagined. It had presence, like it was watching me. Welcome to the end of the world, I whispered to myself. The man who handed me the keys was named Walter. Elderly, one eye cloudy, the other sharp. She's temperamental, he said, patting the lighthouse wall. Some nights she sings. Some nights she screams. I thought he was joking. He wasn't. The first week passed quietly. I cleaned, read, watched the gulls dive into the waves. And every night at sunset, I climbed the spiral stairs to light the beacon manually, just as Walter showed me. No Wi-Fi, no reception. Just foghorns, wind, and ocean. It was oddly beautiful. Until the second week. It started with whispers. Low, unintelligible, always at 3:12 a.m. At first, I blamed my imagination. Too many horror books. Too much solitude. But when I recorded one of the nights on my phone, I heard it clearly. Come down. Please come down. I stopped sleeping. I kept the lighthouse lit all night. Something about the darkness felt hungry. One evening, as I prepared dinner, I saw movement in the reflection of the kitchen window. A figure, pale, standing behind me. But when I turned, nothing. The door was locked. I was alone. On the third week, I received a letter. Not by post. It was slipped under my door. The envelope yellowed. The handwriting old. She watches you now. Stay out of the basement. Basement? There was no basement. Or so I thought. I searched every inch of the tower. Under the kitchen rug, I found a metal ring. I pulled. Dust exploded into the air. And there it was. A trapdoor. Leading down. I knew I shouldn't. But I couldn't stop myself. The stairs groaned with every step. The air grew colder. Damp. And then I reached it. A circular chamber. Stone walls. And in the center, a pool of perfectly still water. No ripples, no smell, just silence. I stared into it and saw my reflection smiling back. But I wasn't smiling. I backed away, my breath caught. Something was down there. I ran up the stairs and sealed the trapdoor. I nailed it shut. But that night at 3:12 a.m., I heard it again. Only now, the voice was louder. Let me out. I remember you. I packed to leave. Forget the paycheck. Forget the silence I once craved. I wanted out, but the road was blocked. A landslide from the storm last night. The only way was by boat, and that wouldn't arrive for another 5 days. That night, the light in the tower refused to stay lit. Each time I turned it on, it blinked, then died. I climbed to the top, manually rewired the generator, and there, in the beam of the searchlight, I saw her. A woman, on the rocks, drenched, motionless, staring up at me with black eyes. She didn't move. She didn't blink. And then she vanished. I didn't sleep. Couldn't. I sat in the kitchen, holding a hammer. If she came for me, I'd fight. But she never came through the door. Instead, I heard the trapdoor creak. Something had come up. Footsteps echoed above me. In the tower. Circling. Pacing. I called out, "Who's there?" No answer. Just the wind and the growing weight of dread. On the 5th night, the boat came. Walter was on it. He looked at me, tired but unsurprised. "You saw her, didn't you?" he asked. I nodded. He sighed. "She drowned here. Long ago. A keeper's wife. But her soul stayed. She gets lonely." I never went back. But sometimes when I close my eyes, I still see her. On the rocks. Watching. Waiting. For the next caretaker. For the next soul to talk to at 3:12 a.m. Thank you for listening to this story from the listening window. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an immersive English speaking experience. And now, here's your challenge. At what moment in this story would you have tried to escape? Or, even better, write your own alternate ending in the comments. Let's get a conversation going. See you in the next story.